and he's like runs over super fast, and it's like slow-mo almost, and he goes, slaps the shit out of me, and I'm like, what are you doing this? And he's like, and I was like, and he's like, and what you done me? And I was like, so, and this, it was so fucking good. It was just fucking crazy, you know what I mean? Dude, fucking, there was so much heavy breathing that it was like, I was having sex the entire time. I was like having sex with the TV as I was watching it. So I was like, you know what I mean? I was like holding it and having sex with it. I'm dead serious. It's fucking awesome. Because he like walks out with like the cheesy, shitty ass animation that he used to walk out with, like, what if you're walking so slow? I want to get to the goddamn shows, and he's like, shut the fuck up. And it's like, how do you hear me? He's like, I hear everything. And it was like, but anyway, so he just walks out, sits in his chair, and he's like, and then he just starts running down the line. I'm like, licking my lips. And
which Tom is it?
It's not. It's the one with the man body. The second Tom.
The second Tom.
Yeah.
So he's gone back to the second Tom.
Yeah. It's the one with the man body. The good one.
Because I did see a fifth Tom.
Yeah.
Back when it was going to be called Neo Tom.
Yeah.
It was going to be on the internet.
There was a thing also on Cartoon Network right before they got rid of it called Toonami. It wasn't. It was like these fucking robot things, and they had like flaps.
It was the same. It was the same voice actor.
I know, but
it was Tom, but it was not Tom.
But I know these flaps is like a beer gun, and I was like, what the fuck is that? That's not Tom. And he's like, I'm badass, and I'm like, well, you're not. You're orange for one. Your friend is green. Those colors aren't intense. And he's like, today we're announcing Ed, Ed and Eddie. Okay, that's a good show. SpongeBob. This is Cartoon Network. Scooby-Doo, where are you? And then he just starts going on the list and going on, and it's like, Amazing World of Gumball. And then I'm like, there's like Adventure Time. I'm like, oh, that's not Toonami. Regular show. You like being a douchebag? And then, I'm just watching him like, this is perverted. So change the channel to fucking Nickelodeon. Ironically, SpongeBob is on. And it was like, this sucks even worse because it was one of the new episodes, like the new animation, like the shitty ass jokes that no one likes.
Yeah.
And so then I just went to one of my recordings of Rip Pants, and I just slapped so hard. When he goes up to like the guy with like the hot dogs, and he's like, Rip Pants, and it's like, it's fucking amazing. I don't get how he ripped his pants picking up a frisbee though. Does he just wear his clothes so tight that he rips his pants? Pants down. He man like, shh. That'd be horrifying. In real life, that wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
Someone come over like slapping the back of your head. It's like, pull your fucking pants up, you know what I mean? Like if you're wearing shorts, they'd be like, your eyes like spread wide, and you'd be like an insect, and they'd be like, and then the mother would come over like, hey, like probe you with something, I don't know, like she'd have like a perfume or something because like your ass is like shit covered. Because you have to be sure you've been laying them off in the pool for like days, nights, like. Anybody notice?
Anyways, back to Dragon's Dogma.
It's water, so they can't see it.
Anyways.
Oh shit. That's some juice.
Anyways, back to Dragon's Dogma.
Oh yeah.
So, I ended up so I'm on that quest to either save or convict Fornical. And,
you'll be fortunate and the opportunities presented to you.
And,
Tell me read this shitty me.
I keep having to run between.
What kind of fortune is there? It's a fortune telling you you're gonna have a fortune. It's stupid as hell. Was that your fortune? I'm sorry.
Anyways, so I'm like, I've got like, I'm like, I've got 4 days left. I need to fucking go. So I need a shortcut. Pretty much, I got that sinew thing so that I run faster than a cheetah. Yeah. And fucking, I need a shortcut between the capital and Cassius. So best solution,
airplane.
No, don't even bother with the mountain pass. Just go left, smash the Cyclops, and just keep running. It's much faster than dealing with all these fucking harpies and goblins.
I fucking hate the harpies, man. They're like flying over you with like half-naked bodies, and it's like, why don't you have tits?
They're worse than God of War.
I mean, God of War, there's a mission where you have to please this goddess. Pressing the button's like, and it's like, I'm making the same sound effect over and over again. This guy like scarred down his chest.
That's what he does when he fights.
He's like, it's like, this is not a battle. It's like, this is me. It's like. Come on.
Guys, be honest. The only reason Gears of War is popular because it has sex and violence.
Gears of War?
God of War.
Gears of War is sex and violence.
Gears of War is awesome, though.
Gears of War is sex and violence, like locust porn.
Oh, God.
Like the locust females, like the giant ones, right? Like, what are they called?
Berserkers.
Could you imagine?
They're blind too.
They're black?
They're blind.
Oh, I was like, they're black? Black women raping men? Speaking of black men, anyways. Anyways, yeah, and so she's like, the no way can kill her is by burning her, so could you imagine like having sex with that thing? Like, remember one time when like pulls the guy across and like beats him to death in the first one? What if that was like her raping you? And he was like, ah! So he like split in half because she let that motion like that. How would they?
It's worse than Mike the Microphone's diagram of Chrysalis's vagina.
What?
Mike the Microphone
Oh,
had...
man. I even want to puke.
It had like claws inside
Jesus.
the
You guys ever
freaking...
seen the movie Teeth?
I don't want to.
Okay, then for one, this is like a fear of sex that I have. If this story is true, it's like apparently it's a real legend. I never even heard of this, but anyways, so the movie it's called Teeth, and it's like, oh, it's gonna have super sharp teeth. You're gonna have them somewhere. You don't want to know though. And it's like the only way this can happen is if you want to have sex with her. So like then it's like and the guy was like, oh, and he's like super afraid, and he pulls it out. It's like she's blood, and he's like, oh, and then she's like, ah. That's at the beginning of the movie, you know, where like they introduce the villain, and the villain is her vagina. The entire movie's villain is the girl's vagina because it has like these 3 super dull teeth on it, and for some reason like
I've seen the cover of that movie.
yeah,
I'm afraid of it.
yeah, for some reason it's like why that wouldn't work. They'd fall out big. Just like pull out. There's like 3 teeth in your dick, and you're just like, come on, you couldn't tell me. Like how'd she never notice? She think that was normal? I have teeth in my vagina. And then I think like for the rest of the movie, she like uses it against me. When she seduces them, and like rips their penises off.
The fuck?
That won't even kill you. That will just hurt you bad. Like could you
Well,
imagine?
It'll make you want to commit suicide.
No, but could you imagine? It's like this like. You'd just be like. You're trying to pull it, and you'd be like staring her right in the face because like you know you're having sex, you'd be like awkwardly close. Unless you're having like anal sex and you have like teeth in your ass. But anyways, when you're like, so you'd be like right here like motorboat while you're doing. So you're just like, all you did was give me free access. Then you'd be like trying to get her off, but at the same time you wouldn't really want to because you're just kind of hot in the movie. So you're like, if we could break these, if I could get some sort of like titanium condom, could this work? But you know, I don't know.
Anyways, I believe we were talking about that.
Yeah, we were. Sorry. I don't know how I got to the topic of teeth.
Somehow it got from God of War to Gears of War to sex with the Berserker to teeth.
Never try to explain the transition of conversations.
It doesn't work.
Especially the ones where they like get down to shit, like diarrhea and stuff.
And super soakers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Wait, did anybody here not hear that story?
I haven't heard it yet.
Okay, how much time do we have left?
I don't know. It's not telling me the time.
It's 12:51.
I have 7 minutes to tell the story. It took me like all lunch last night. Alright, let's go Digibooty.
Tell the abridged version.
That would be horrible. Like tearing through his asshole. I thought an abridged version was like a funny version. There's a funny version of a funny thing?
No, abridged meaning shortened.
Oh, okay. And so we were having a super circuit fight in my house with my brother. The rules of the fight were, if you lose, you have to get some sort of punishment. We had not discovered the punishment yet. Basically what happened was we and my brother were on a team, and we were battling them, and we were like trapped inside this little thing. It was like this tall, I guess. We could stand up fully, so I guess it was like this tall once. It's kind of too much of me, but anyways, I was like in the thing, I'm like you know, going Call of Duty on it, and like shooting through the little holes in it, and they're like kicking it down, and I'm like, we're kids, and it's like, fuck you, and it's like kicking through with their feet, these grown-ass men, kicking through the thing with their feet. So they pull my brother out, they spray him down, and he's like, oh, I'm dead. So then they spray me, and I'm like, no, not me. So like bust out of it and run for my life into the woods, and like they call a truce. However, my brother still lost. So for his punishment, he opted to. This was his idea. There's like this orange super soaker. It has like 2 barrels, like one here, like a little bigger here. And the more you pump it, the more powerful it gets. And so since they killed my brother, one of them had been pumping it. So it was like 20 minutes of pumping. And like then he sticks it right in between the creases of his ass, like right in between the two cheeks. You know what I mean? Sure. And my brother's like, let's do it. I don't know if we thought because it was water it couldn't hurt us, or if I don't know, some stupid thing. But have you gotten really wet by a hose? You know, someone like sprays the hose in your butt, and you're like, it's funny. And like you have that little feeling in your stomach, like, oh, if that was stuck in my ass, that would kind of hurt. Well, this was like, and like I could see like his stomach deform and like go back in, and he was like, and like he collapsed, and he was on the ground for like 5 minutes, leaking like nasty, ew. That's all I can say. Nasty anal juice out of his fucking rectum. Is that your ass? Is it rectum? Your asshole? I don't know, rectum. But anyways, and so for like the next couple of weeks, he had the worst diarrhea. I tried it, and even though they didn't pump it as long, like, it hurts like fuck. So he was a pretty tough piece of shit. Because at this time, he was like 14 or something. And I was just like, because like, he was shirtless, obviously, because, you know, when I'm in the water fight, you go shirtless, you know, you can run down the slide and cut off your nipples. But anyways. And so the thing, and it's blasted up his ass. And it's like, and like some like splashes on because like my brother got like the recoil, you know, the recoil from the blast pulled him out, and so it's like, and it's just like you can see like the water coming in his eyes. He's like crying. He's like, he's like on the brink of like crying, and like, and then he's like, so he's trying to like man it out now, and he hasn't said a word, and was like, hey, are you okay? Like we keep repeating that over and over again, and he's just like, and he's like twitching and shit like that, and then he has vomits everywhere, and I mean fucking pizza, shit he'd eaten weeks ago, and he's like, he's like a fucking alien. Just vomit everywhere. It almost burned through my shoes because of the vomits like sitting. And he wouldn't stop. He did it for like 5 minutes. And like afterwards, like he like sprayed in his mouth and stuff like that to wash it off, but it still stunk. And like he kind of smelled for like a week because you know you get a super soaker sprayed up your asshole. I mean, shit's gonna be leaking out of there for a long time. And so like after a couple of weeks, like the diarrhea kind of went away, but then he had to pee like every minute, every day.
Hey, Peter.
And like
Claire.
And he was kind of like distended for a little bit, and eventually like the more pushing
You think this
he
should
just peed.
Storytime.
And this let it all loose. Some horrible shit. Some horrible fucking, no pun intended, some horrible shit.
You've got like 2.5 minutes left.
Aren't there normally like a lot more people?
I don't know what to say for this 2 minutes. I could dance around butt naked. They won't do much.
It was much of them.
Huh?
It was much of them. I thought they
They have first one.
So are we done with story time here for today?
I don't know, unless you want to sit here and watch me masturbate for like the next 6 minutes.
That could work.
I think we're done with story time.
All right. Well, this has been Joe's story time 1. Goodbye, folks.